let's move to the technique book. I think I gave you page 20, which was Around the World, where you're just working on the D5 finger scale, and you're just working around the keyboard with it. I'd like to give you the Lion's Kingdom, and I don't think I did because I usually assign it when I do the spring song, which I gave you in the previous video. So I just want you to know I'm not going to play this for you because it's actually a pattern, and it asks you to start at the lowest D on the piano, and then you're just going to play that fifth D, A, then the right hand's going to go D, A, left hand crosses D, A, D, A, D, A. So basically you're going up to the highest D. You're doing D's all the way from the bottom, DA's all the way from the bottom to the top. Not too terribly hard. If you want to ask Mom to help check your geography, that'll be good, because notice at the end of that first line, you're going to have a treble clef change there, so the left-hand notes will be written in treble clef. But actually what you're doing, you're just working your way up the keyboard. They also ask you to try transposing this as well. So after, because you're going to find once you figure it out, it's going to be simple. You're going to put the damper pedal down. So you get nice, where it says powerful and steady at the beginning. That's going to help you get that powerful sound if you keep that pedal down and help bring out some strength and color in those sounds. Then do that with the C and the G, and that would be great. And I also would like you to turn the page. And this is an artistry, they call it a piece. I almost think this one sounds more like an exercise, because what they do is they're trying to ask you to work on making the melody come out more than the harmony part. And what they've done is they've written the melody in the right hand on page 22, and then they've shifted and they've written the melody in the left hand on page 23. So the idea is that you're going to work on bringing that right hand out. So can you hear how my left hand is supposed to be piano. And one of the ways we do that is we try to make sure that we keep our fingers close to the keys. So here we go again. Let me show you on the keyboard here. So when I'm playing those chords, I'm just using a really light touch, and notice I'm not even letting my fingers come up off the keys. I'm still keeping contact with them because I want it to be really soft. See how I do that? If I lift my fingers off at all, you're going to get more weight into those keys and you're going to get more sound. So the idea is to try to, when you're just doing the harmony part, keep your fingers really close to the keys. You're going to do that same thing with the fingers close to the keys on the other page in the right hand. So there's nothing really hard in that. It's just kind of stepping up and stepping down. But the challenge is, which is one reason I like that they didn't give you really hard notes to do that, because the challenge is to try to see if you can make the one hand softer than the other hand, wherever the melody or the harmony is lying. And then I would like you to also take a look in your performance book at page 16. It's called The March of the English Garden. It's a famous melody. Jeremiah Clarke was famous for writing music for the trumpet, and he wrote during the Baroque time period, which was the same time that Bach lived, and he wrote music, and so you can kind of think about the contemporaries. I'm going to play this one for you so that you can hear what it should sound like. You may or may not have heard this melody before, depending on what kind of music you listen to. Your right hand is both of these hands are going to be in D position. So this is a song that helps us practice this new D position. You're going to see the F sharps are all throughout. Again, if you set your hands up in D position, you don't have to worry about reading those F sharps. You can just kind of play and reading the skips and the steps. And your left hand one is going to start on A, so that just helps solidify the fact that we're in D. Okay, so follow along on your music. We're in the performance book, page 16. And I'm going to play the March of the English Garden. You watch while I play. I think you'll enjoy playing that one. So those are the assignments in those two books. And then your next video I'm going to make, we're going to do something in your theory book, so you can pull that out to start the next video.